cephalopods are vital components of marine food webs, both as predator and prey. So it's only natural to ask, I think, that as the environment changes through anthropogenic activities, how's it going to affect the nervous system of these big brain invertebrates, these big brain organisms? So my work has focused on the genetic information that it takes for these organisms to build their big brain. Cephalopods have a really cool, powerful trick. They have evolved an ability to edit genetic information as it passes through messenger RNA molecules. Other organisms do this, but not nearly to the extent that cephalopods do. And this is particularly true in their brains. What we're going to be doing in this project is looking at the effect of hypoxia, one of the biggest threats in my mind to marine ecosystems due to climate change and due to anthropogenic activities, and see how it affects this RNA editing process that's going on in the brains of these animals. And we have two basic ideas, two competing hypotheses here. The first is that hypoxia is going to negatively impact the regulation of cephalopod brains through RNA editing. And it's going to change the way they edit, and this is going to be detrimental. But the opposing counter hypothesis is that cephalopods are using RNA editing as a mechanism for resilience to environmental change, and that actually their ability to edit is going to offset some of the negative influences of climate change, including hypoxia. We've assembled a pretty interdisciplinary team. Emma Hammarlund from Lund University. And Emma works primarily on cancer and how hypoxia is affecting tumor progression. But she also has been really interested on how hypoxia has shaped animal evolution over the last 300 million years. Eli Eisenberg is a longtime collaborator of me at Tel Aviv University, who is an expert at computational approaches on mapping RNA editing on large scales across the whole brain. Matt Birk was a postdoc of mine who's now an independent professor at St. Francis University. He's going to look at respiration rates in these animals and has expertise in that, and not many people do. And then my lab is focusing on the RNA editing related to environmental change. The Kavli Foundation is being really prescient about this, in that this is excellent. And these are, by nature, interdisciplinary studies. There are people who are experts in neurobiology. There are a lot of people who are experts in climate change, but they often don't cross. And that requires some nurturing, I think, down the line. I think it's exceptionally forward-thinking in the Kavli because, one of these issues in science is in order to get funding, you need to have preliminary results to get that funding. And for new areas, relatively new areas, that can be a bottleneck. These exploratory grants into an exceptionally interesting and important area. Hopefully, this is going to stimulate a growth in this kind of opportunities down the line.